Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. Welcome to this week's Commitments of Traders review. Today we're going to have a look at the 9th COT report of this year, and as usual we're going to start off with the changes in commercials positions. So here we go. Lumber is on top of our list with a 20% change in commercials positions. We've got 30% change in large speculators. Although these may sound large changes, you may see on the chart that they do happen quite often in this market. It is a bearish COT change signal. As you can see, we had a bit of a decline last week, so maybe this signal is a bit late for us right now. But jumping to the 5-year chart, you can see how extreme this market is becoming as these changes are moving traders' positions rapidly towards their extremes. You can see that we are getting closer to a bearish COT extreme pretty fast. The last one was back over here in the end of 2012, which was a bit of an early signal, but you can see eventually pushing prices lower, and we haven't reached those highs yet. So I'm not saying that this is the time to enter into a short trade, of course. I'm just saying that the COT report is showing us a significant move towards the bearish extreme of this market right now. So I think we should keep our eyes on lumber. Moving on to the Australian dollar, we have a 19% change over there in commercials positions. Here, this can be considered a large change, a much larger change. Again, we're talking about a bearish COT change signal, but you can see, check the chart, we had a significant decline on Thursday. Who knows if this signal would be effective in the next couple of days. Opening the 5-year chart, you can see that similar to lumber, we are moving towards a bearish extreme. We're not at those all-time or close to all-time extreme levels, but we're getting towards those. You can see that even relative extremes may be strong enough to push prices back down. You can see there's a significant downtrend in the Australian dollar right now, and the COT report suggests that we don't have enough power to continue the rally. So, and of course, technically speaking, we have some really good resistance levels for our stops. Moving on to gold, we have an 18% change over there. Again, we're talking about a larger than average change side, and again, we see a bit of a decline in the market. And that means maybe timing is not the best for the COT change signal. But jumping to the 5-year chart, you can see that we are more or less in between the two extremes. So we're, of course, in the last couple of weeks we are we're moving towards a bearish extreme, but of course you can see that not that dynamically. So I think it's really the COT change that is currently in effect, and the last major extreme was this bearish COT extreme, and you can see how well that stopped this rally from continuing. Moving on to large speculator COT extreme, you can see Cocoa on top of our list with a 667 report extreme in large speculators. We have a 253 report extreme in large speculators. And of course, this is an unquestionable bullish COT extreme coming at a point in time when prices have declined significantly. You can see that there was a huge drop back from the end of 2015, and maybe this is signaling us that this downtrend or this declining price will eventually be ended, and we could see a bit of a rally coming on in the next couple of weeks or month. The Kansas City wheat is our next market, 226 report extreme over there in large speculators, and the same extreme is present in commercials as well. Again, this is a bearish extreme, and signaling that prices may start moving back towards lower levels, of course. The Canadian dollar is our next and last market for this review with a 212 report extreme in large speculators, and you can see that it's becoming a bearish COT extreme signal. relatively speaking, it is that. But of course, you can see that I'm just showing you back over here in 2012. This was the most extreme for traders on this 5 year chart. So we could see the continuation of the decline in the Canadian dollar. That's what the report tells us right now. Okay, that's going to be all for this review. Don't forget, you can look at other COT charts for free at our COT charts page, and a more in-depth and detailed COT analysis can be accessed on this page that I'm just showing you right now. Hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Goodbye.